I am the KCPS-TV coordinator. I'm joined here with Jamie Jefferson and Caleb Ripson. He's going to get a chair right now so, to have a seat and get ready for this broadcast here today. All right, as we got the starting lineups going right here. Hope to play a tougher game here against the Tigers.
So tonight with our starting lineup for the AC Prep Knights, we have Juan Johnson from Keyshawn Oliver, Jerry Jackson, and John Parker. So for our Lincoln Tigers, we have starting today Stephen Dulley, Michael Smith, Tyler Collins, Nate Simmons in the center.
Appreciate it, baby. We're getting ready to go out for the opening tip of this ball game.
Not everywhere we go, we do something quick response. Gentlemen, hello. All right, good game, man.
So we have Lincoln Prep prepping themselves up for their last game here tonight at the Scholastic Fieldhouse. fouls is getting loud as Juan Johnson tips it up, and it goes to the Lincoln Tigers here to start off this varsity game. We have the Tigers versus AC Prep. Tigers with the starting possession. Micah Smith pulls up for 3 for the first shot of the night, and it's off. As Isaac Smith grabs the rebound, puts back up it in.
Micah did that same thing last night, pulled up for the 3 on the first possession of the game. He knocked down that three-pointer. Missed this one, but Isaac, who had a big game the other night against the East Bear, starts off tonight. He left off the other night against the Phil.
Micah Smith tries to lay it up around the defense, and it shall go out of bounds to St. Lincoln Prep ball. Jonathan Reese inbounds it. Isaac Smith kicks it out to Mike Smith. Looks around. And we have CM Brown taking that mid-range jumper that is so highly famous for. That 15 to 17 foot, it's pretty nice out there for him. And now we have Keyshawn Oliver driving left. And he loses his handle and it goes out of bounds. They can have possession. And Micah Smith comes down the court.
It looks like Ace is set up in a 3-2, just like Ace girls were, and finished their game.
And Jonathan Reese comes up, but Ellison finishes off the play with a nice tip in, putting 2 more points on the board for this Lincoln Prep offense as they've gone on a 6-0 run. AFC Prep Knights not been able to answer back and score yet.
Looks like Ace Lincoln is in a man.
And the fight for the rebound there, jump ball, which possession shall go to the AC Prep Knights. Off the inbound, Keyshawn Oliver guarded by Micah Smith. He passes it, it's tipped, and it stays AC Prep ball. AC Prep inbound the ball again. Keyshawn Oliver pulls up this time off the inbound, and it's good. And AC Prep scores after being scoreless for the first couple of minutes here. Ellison with the ball. He bounce passes it out to Smith, who gives it to Adonis. I see him Brown out there. He misses, but Jerry Jackson throws it out of bounds. It seems like the pressure got to him that time with the double team. He wasn't able to get the ball out there, and he throws it out of bounds. Micah Smith floats up a pass for Isaac to slam down, but they didn't connect too well on that alley-oop. AC Prep coming down now. Keyshawn Oliver with it. A nice little crossover. He passes it to Juan Johnson, who's guarded by CM Brown. Juan Johnson, jab step, crossover, passes it to the corner. Pharrell Bell takes a 3. Misses it. And now Micah Smith comes down the court. He tries to pass it.
But it is caught by Keyshawn. He's taking down the court all the way. Passes that to Juan Johnson up for the long 3.
Off the back.
And way up the court. Smith all the way to the ball.
And no fouls called, but
Brown reaction, you see his face.
he crashes down to the floor. Juan Johnson with the ball at the top of the key now, directing his offense. Juan Johnson picks up his...
And another turnover by Juan Johnson. Keyshawn gets back for defense. And
Let's see if Brown goes up for the layup.
as Juan is arguing with his coach on the sideline, in for the game will be number 35, Ace, Kenneth Travis.
So let's see if Brown be on the line shooting. And let's see if Brown will take a second shot here after missing the first. Score is 8-3. Lincoln Prep with the early lead.
4 minutes left. John Carter, not a guard, pushes the ball down the floor.
Gives a little crossover move, passes it out to Jackson. Jackson gets the ball popped loose. And a jump ball.
Usually Jerry Jackson doesn't start the game, but the last game that he played with Southwest starting was Thursday, and he did pretty good. Hit the first 9 points of the game, getting rebounds and everything. Struggling a little bit, and the coaches are counting on him to play like he played in Thursday game versus Southwest that we won.
Kenneth Flowers bringing up the board now. Calling out the play here as the Tigers are in the man defense. Jerry Jackson looks, finds John Carter, who drives in, loses the ball. Lincoln Prep comes down with it, and Jonathan Reese gets the ball tipped out, but they'll keep possession.
It is 8-3 Lincoln. Ace have 1 team foul.
So after this break, we see Lincoln Prep pushing the ball up the floor, getting nice layups. Isaac Smith has come out pretty early, getting some nice putback buckets. While on the other end, we haven't seen much scoring, obviously. But here we go, Lincoln Prep possession. Isaac Smith with it, but AC Prep not allowed.
Devin. Devin puts a little speed in the game, and he misses the layup going too fast.
He was a little bit too fast for his own good there. Jonathan Reese coming down the other way now. AC Prep all over the ball. They get a jump ball to go for them.
I think Devin was a little scared going up for that layup. He threw it so high.
Yeah, he was just a little bit too quick down there.
But I do like his speed. If he does that in practice, in the game, it will be way better.
And Morel Bell out on the wing.
Micah Smith and Devin Brown are a good matchup for each other.
And Morel Bell takes another 3, misses, but Devin Brown with the rebound. Grimmett at the top of the key, a little crossover, he goes in, but gets his shot rejected by Isaac Smith. A foul is called.
You know, as I look at Lincoln and AC Prep, they both have players that are similar alike. Like number 20 from Lincoln, Mylan Collins, and number 2, Anthony Grimmett, are similar to each other. Like I said, Micah Smith and Devin Brown are similar to each other.
In regards of their speed and similar guard skills, yeah, I agree with you there. Anthony Grimmett at the line, the crowd getting loud here. He knocks down the free throw.
Just like as number 23 on Lincoln, Isaac Smith is in the paint posted up, I wonder what it'd be like if Juan Johnson, number 13, would post up just like him instead of outside shooting threes.
And it is out of bounds. Isaac Smith turns over the ball.
Isaac Smith is a big guy.
Yes, and he doesn't play around down low. He goes up for almost every board and puts it back up and in hard.
And for Lincoln is number 24, Stephen Dulley. And Milan, number 20, Milan Collins.
Devin Brown, guarded by Micah Smith, passes it to Grimmett, who gives it to Flowers. Flowers throws
a bad pass.
And Jonathan Reese comes down the court, tries to slam the ball down.
On Devin's head, but misses.
He was going up for a little bit of a fancier finish there as Kenneth Flowers gets fouled on the other end. This is Jonathan Reese's last night. He looks for a pretty fancy finish there, but comes up short. And Kenneth Flowers on the line now, shooting another free throw, and it's off. And we have Steve Dulley passing it out.
In the game is number 21, Dewan Clayton. He's a good point guard.
And he gets...
Nice steal, but a foul on number 23, Isaac Smith. That is his first foul. I see.
So AC Prep will stay with possession. Anthony Grimmett brings the ball down court, passes it off to Juan Johnson, setting up the offense against this Lincoln Prep man-to-man defense. John Carter squares up against Isaac Smith. Kid Flowers takes a mid-range jumper, and it's good. Kid Flowers, a nice little player, young varsity player. And Lincoln Prep with possession now. Steve Dulley drives in, a layup, and no shot, but still a foul stays. Lincoln Prep possession. And the foul will be picked up by Kenneth Flowers. Coach Collins communicating with this team here. And Clayton drives the baseline, tries to pass it, missed, and gets a turnover. Kenneth Flowers gets a quick crossover, but his shot is sent off the glass.
And a bad pass by Isaac Smith. He is upset about John Carter playing defense on him.
So the ball comes flying out of bounds as AC Prep will stay with possession. And it seems that we have AC Prep with possession here. And Juan Johnson kicks it off to Devin Harris in the corner. The high arcing shot misses. And Clayton pushes it up the court. He looks, passes it off to Collins. Collins gives it to Smith. Smith now to Dulley. Inside pass to Clayton. He takes a dribble and gets fouled. And the first free throw is off. And it seems, on a side note, Coach Collins has lost his contact. Oh, no, it seems the player has lost his contact. And
Anthony Grimmett has lost the contact, it looks like.
A contact lens. He's going to have to reapply it as he goes out of the game. But back to the game, the free throw is knocked down. Keyshawn Oliver guarded by Collins here. Mylan Collins giving great defense. The pass to the corner, Juan Johnson messes the pass up and just shakes it off.
Juan Johnson has butterfingers tonight. In the game is Jerry Jackson for Keyshawn Oliver.
And Collins with the ball. He mishandles the pass. Clayton gives it to Dulley.
Lincoln is quickly moving the ball, giving Ace run for their money.
And Dulley gives a bounce pass, and Collins
ball.
And Clayton tried to give it to Isaac Smith in there, but Ace defender gets his foot out, kicks the ball out.
Neither of the teams have scored yet in the last few minutes. It is 9-8.
And Isaac Smith goes for aggressive drive and gets fouled. AC Prep really does not want to allow Isaac Smith to get inside. He's a very big player and is huge in relative size to this small AC Prep squad.
I just noticed on the bench, AC Prep. I just noticed on the bench that AC Prep only has 8 players, it looks like it, or 7.
Yeah, they're a little bit undermanned, but remember that Anthony Grimmett and Isaiah Mayo had went to the locker room to readjust his contacts. So a little bit undermanned as AC Prep for a couple minutes.
And Devin, with all the fanciness for no reason, get his cookie stolen.
And Steve Dulley finishes a left-handed layup on the other end.
And Keyshawn does not want to give them the ball back because all that festiness is for no reason.
John Carter gives a little pump fake, drives baseline, and gets his shot rejected after the foul.
That was not a shot rejection. That was a wrap-up,
so I guess they did not count the shot for some reason, and possession will stay with AC Prep. And we'll see a replay of John Carter going up as he got fouled. And the quarter is over now.
The score is 13-8 Lincoln, with each team with 14 fouls.
The score is 13-8. So what is Lincoln doing that AC Prep is not?
Well, I mean, Lincoln is very aggressive. They are, and once the AC Prep boys see that they're losing, they want to do try to do everything by themselves when they can't. So
yeah, I understand. A lot of isolation, hero ball on the other end, while Lincoln can continue to move the ball around the perimeter. They aren't very selfish team. So as we get back to the action here, scores 13-8, Lincoln up by 5. The second period looks to be a great one as the AC Prep Knights are staying in the game here. Clayton comes down, passes it to Mylan Collins, who sends a firing pass to Sia Brown, but he misses it. And the ball is given to the AC Prep Knights. Oh, yeah. Keyshawn Oliver gets the inbounds pass, and he hustles up court as he gets pushed by Mylan Collins. A foul is called there. And it will stay AC Prep ball. And Collins picks up his first foul of the night. And Devin Brown is checking out. Anthony Grimmett back in the game. Gives it to Kenneth Flowers. Flowers finds Oliver. Back to Grimmett at the top of the key. He gives a little step back move. Back to Oliver. Oliver gives it to Jackson. Jab step. He looks inside, goes inside, and the ball is stolen from behind as Clayton gives it to Collins, who goes up with the left hand, and it's good for 2. 15-8. And we have Kenneth Flowers driving the baseline. Spin move. He gets the Lincoln Prep defenders both jumping and still finishes the shot. And Steve Dulley comes back down, rising high and going down low. No foul called. AC Prep comes down. Anthony Grimmett gives a step back. John Carter passes it back to Grimmett. Grimmett guarded by Clayton now. He goes straight at Clayton, goes for a layup, misses. And Lincoln Prep tries to throw it back in, but the ball goes out of bounds. And the AC Prep Knights now with the ball. Oliver guarded by Collins. Oliver going straight at Collins, giving it to Carter. Carter tries to drive by Brown. He goes up and over with the layup, and it's good.
It is 6 minutes left in the game, 15-12. Lincoln still.
And Dulley goes for the layup. A nice right-hander, double clutched, good, up and in.
Lincoln Prep must have butter or some type of something on their bodies because they're going right through the middle of the defense, through the fouls that the refs are not even calling and making these layups. Easy as peasy, I guess.
And now AC Prep going through a difficult possession here. Lincoln is giving nice man-to-man defense, but Kenneth Flowers comes and finishes telling the defense to get off me a little bit with that one. Bodying his man. All right. Oh. Okay, yeah, so we have Coach Collins talking to his team here. Oh, Juan Johnson getting on Anthony Gurmit, a younger player, and we're going back to the replay here as we have John Carter finding Kenneth Flowers. He drives in, he shakes off his defender, puts it up and in. Good for 2 there. Score 17-14. And Collins continues to speak to his team, talking about their recent game plans as Lincoln's squad comes back out on the floor.
There are a lot of people here tonight for Lincoln. Most of some of these people in the stands used to go to AC Prep, the old AC Prep, the old African Center Education Collegium campus. And as that school was shut down and transferred to this new AC Prep, they had left and went to Lincoln. So,
with Steve Dulley shooting the outside shot, he misses. Grimmett comes down now. Finds Flowers on the left wing.
Flowers is feeling himself as he's guarded by his cousin.
And they call a carry on Oliver here. So that will be a turnover as Clayton brings the ball down the court, finds Collins in the corner, back to Clayton. Clayton looks, back to Collins who shoots the 3, and it's off, but Clayton gets a rebound, and it's sent back by Flowers right to Lincoln Prep player, and number 40 shoots a shot and gets it up and in. Nate Simmons with the bucket. So we have Keyshawn Oliver driving the paint and a foul, so he'll shoot 2. And I guess there was no foul on his jump shot, so he will not shoot 2 free throws. Kenneth Flowers calls a little play for his team. And is a little isolation. He gets a little nice mid-range jumper, misses it off the rim. And Lincoln Prep with the rebound. Steve Dulley gets the travel call, and it will go to AC Prep now. Michael Smith is checking in. He's a senior that will be playing his last game here. Until they go off to districts, Lincoln Prep will.
It seems like every game there was one player on AC Prep that is just on that night, but it's obviously not enough for AC Prep to win. Their record is 4-14.
As Morel Bell hits a free throw jumper. Continue.
And it is a lost Butterfingers for number 40, Nate Simmons from Lincoln. But it's always just that one player from AC Prep that's just on that night. But obviously it's not enough. We need a good 5 that's going to be on every night, instead of one person have to do stuff by themselves.
And Jerry Jackson gets the ball at the top of the key. But as you were talking about, yes, this whole hero play where one player becomes just an amazing star leads to this selfish ball that AC Prep plays near the end of their games, which has caused their record, I believe.
No, it's been a minute. I haven't seen Antoine Webb get in the game yet. I didn't see him in the game yesterday versus Southwest, so I don't know what the problem is.
But AC Prep does need that extra man on the floor, as they only have 7 players that have gotten on the floor, while Lincoln Prep has a deep bench and has multiple players they can play on. And Steve Dulley with the ball. He loses his handle, but Anthony Grimmett touches it before it rolls out of bounds, giving Lincoln Prep still possession. So Lincoln Prep with possession now. Micah Smith has the ball. He gives it to Clayton. Clayton to Brown. Brown hesitates, gives a nice move up and bodies the contact and gets the and one. As CM Brown, another senior, playing here at the field house. A nice little finish for him there as he can make this 3 points. And the free throw's good. So we have a little bit of a stop in the game here, but now we're back. And Juan Johnson looking, inbounds the ball. John Carter with it. Now Grimmett with it. Anthony Grimmett guarded by Micah Smith. Grimmett, a young player, one of the few sophomores on this AC Prep varsity squad. Actually, one of the few sophomores out there, period. As the only others, sophomore out there, period. As Steve Dulley, another sophomore who's playing. Both are very great talents and have a bright future here in the IL. So we have Clayton bringing down the ball. CM Brown gives a nice little move but gets fouled. So we have Kim Flowers checking in for John Carter there. As we have Adonis Ellison checking in for Clayton. Ellison, another senior, playing in this game, playing in this final game at the field house, possibly, as Lincoln goes to the districts after this, and this will be AC Prep's final game. And Jonathan Reese tries for a fancy finish, but misses it. And Kenneth Flowers gets it in the corner. He finds Devin Brown, who pulls up.
Hesitates on the shot.
Morel Bell inside gets an easy layup.
I understand Devin's problem. I know he's small and he's out there with a lot of big guys. I mean, I'm small for myself, but I mean, some of these girls that I play against are really sometimes not that tall. And these guys are...
And a charge call as Jonathan Reese takes the charge. Let's get an instant replay of that. We have Kid Flowers kicking it out to Devin Brown. He hesitates on the shot, gives it to Flowers. Johnson then gives it inside to Morel Bell, who gets the easy layup. A nice little play set up there by AC Prep to get 2 points. And now we got CM Brown going up. He looks for the foul and slams the floor in disagreement, but AC Prep comes down. Kid and Flowers goes up. A lot of hang time there. He gets fouled in the air. He'll go to the line for 2.
I had an opportunity to play with Kid Flowers, but I'm not saying right now at this age, but when Ace was the original African Center Education in 5th grade, Kenneth's father started a league just for us. I think I was the only girl on the team, and I mean, I wasn't as good as I was now. I was just learning how to play, so yeah, I was double dribbling and all that. But Kenneth Flowers is a good player.
As Kenneth Flowers lines up for his second shot.
He's a good player. It is 22-19 Lincoln still, with Lincoln having 18 fouls and AC Prep with 17 fouls.
Both teams are in the bonus here, so any foul will result in free throws. Micah Smith with the ball. Lincoln Prep swinging it around the perimeter here, moving the ball around. Steve Dulley with the open shot, misses. Kenneth Flowers brings down the board.
Devin with the shot, and he misses as he plays defense. pushing him. It looks like it's not Devin's night. It is not Devin's night. But it does feel good when you are that player that night that is just on it and the team just wants to keep giving you the ball. Like here, when they want to watch you. Like, did you pay your $3 to watch?
Steve Dulley lines up at the free throw line. Steve Dulley, a nice little sophomore playing varsity here, and he misses the free throw. Ball is out. So it'll stay AC Prep ball.
Come on, let's score. We take the halftime lead. Let's go. Act like we want to win.
Down by 3, Ace. Comes up the court.
Set it up.
Down by.
Set it up. Come on, set it up.
Juan Johnson squares up against Marcus Smith, a shorter defender, so he goes straight at him.
They are down by 4, and it is not Juan's night.
As he misses another layup there. Micah Smith goes straight up, and Kenneth Flowers hits it off the rim. Blocks the shot, sending it back at Micah Smith. This senior got a little bit embarrassed there on that play, but he's had a great game regardless, so that little play, I guess it doesn't matter, but it was a nice way to maybe spark up this AC Prep team as they're down. But the foul is called, so Micah Smith will shoot free throws. He misses the first. We'll get a replay. Replay of that block as he sends it back. He does get a little bit of contact on the skin, so he does go to the free throw line, but a nice block nonetheless as Micah Smith misses them both. Oliver comes down the court with 30 seconds left. He holds the ball, drives to the left, goes up, passes out to Carter. Carter gives it to Bell. Juan Johnson finds Kenneth Flowers in the corner. He misses the 3. And Lincoln Prep comes down the court. Steve Dulley goes up and finishes the layup. 9 seconds left. AC Prep pushing it down court. Kenneth Flowers plays with his defender, Sia Brown. Finds Juan Johnson, who shoots the deep 3, and it's off. A great little game here as we go into halftime. 24-19. Lincoln Prep is up. So far we've been... Okay. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Getting ready for the second half of basketball here. We got Lincoln Prep, and they already start the quarter off with a turnover. Not the greatest way to start the quarter, being down 5 and a turnover, but we'll see if they can get it together here.
Well, Caleb, I'm back here with you after sitting out the first half, and Jamie Jefferson was on the headset announcer's deck today. Oh, and we come back, and I come back, and Micah Smith doing exactly what he did when I was leaving, shooting those 3-pointers. So give me your little bit of analysis about the first half. Again, I stepped away for a little while.
Well, the first half was, for Lincoln, it was nice ball movement, great shots inside, and putbacks and all that good stuff. While on the other end, you saw AC Prep. It was Kenneth Flowers' day, as he just had a field day on the Lincoln defense. He was really their only scoring option that quarter, but he wasn't enough to get AC Prep tying the game, but he was enough to keep them in this one. So let's see if we get production from any other players in this second half.
You know, the game we did the other night with Lincoln and East, it was tied 29-29 at halftime, and then Lincoln went out to that 33-point third quarter, blowing this game wide open, and now this game is pretty close, a lot closer than last time they played, but already Isaac Smith stepped up like he did last game and with a big bucket, so let's see what happens as this game continues.
Jerry Jackson misses that 3. So we have Jonathan Reese going up, he gets fouled. And I believe he'll go to the line for 2 now. That's our first foul of the quarter. Jonathan Reese, a senior. This will be one of his last games here. And the first free throw is off. And checking into the game is Antoine Webb, number 15. He checks in for number 20, John Carter. Jonathan Reese squares up for his next free throw, and it's good as Lincoln takes a 6-point lead now. Keyshawn Oliver brings the ball down the court.
You know, it was a great halftime show, a lot of performances, and it actually left the guys in the locker room a little bit longer than they normally are, and they didn't get as long to warm up, so we'll see how that affects them here in this second half.
As we have a foul on Jonathan Reese, he was pushing off of Juan Johnson there as he drove to the bucket. And Oliver gets the inbounds pass. And Asim Brown with the rebound and gives it off to Micah Smith. Comes down court, gives it back to Ellison. Ellison, a nice pass to Isaac Smith, puts it up. He gets fouled as by
That was number 5.
Number 5, Keyshawn Oliver. 2 shots for Isaac Smith now. First one's off. Isaac Smith, he has had a great game here tonight, but not too much playing time. He saw most of the first quarter, a little bit of the second. He was kind of quiet in that second quarter there, but he still has had a great game so far. Good amount of points and a great amount of rebounds. As Micah Smith chases down the ball for a steal. One-man fast break. And
I think his eyes were big. He saw that wide open lane to the bucket and I thought he wanted to throw it down, but could not control the ball.
And luckily he throws the ball off of the foot of an ace player and Lincoln Prep gets back possession. So that's all that matters as Asim Brown gets it to Isaac Smith, who fumbles the pass while Johnson grabs a steal. He tries to go out between the defenders. The ball pops loose, and I believe that's still Ace's ball. Kenneth Flowers coming in. Let's see if his momentum stopped after halftime, or will he continue to have a great shooting night like he has had tonight. Morel Bell squares up. His night today hasn't been too well. He shot a lot of outside shots, missed them. He's gotten a good amount of points on the board, though. Kenneth Flowers drives in and gets the lucky bounce as he finishes through multiple Lincoln defenders.
27-23 with 5:40 left in this third quarter. We'll see what happens.
And Micah Smith gets an and one. Isaac Smith. Right. Isaac went up strong with that one. Gets tapped a little bit on the way to the hoop.
You know, he did that same move a couple of times go down the court where he does that drop step right in. He's the biggest guy out there. He is not afraid to take it to the basket. He keeps doing that. It's going to be a long night for the Knights.
Yes, the Knights not really that big of a team. So Isaac Smith, Isaac Smith, a pretty big player. If he continues to use his weight and his height, he will have a pretty easy day out here on this Knights defense. So we have a timeout here. We see the crowd here. Almost a full house here at the field house. Great night here today as we have court warming for both of these teams.
Well, Knights took the timeout here to see what coach had worked up in that timeout as they go back out and Isaac Smith tries to finish this three-point play.
If he hits his free throw, the Tigers will be up by 7. So let's see, and the free throw is good. AC pepping the ball now. Kenneth Flowers bringing it down the court. giving that same motion he gave in the first half, which I guess signals an isolation, and there is a foul.
Seam Brown, he doesn't like the call, but that's a foul on him. They called him for the hand check.
Seam Brown has been guarding Kenneth Flowers for most of his playing time. So let's see if he does a better job this quarter in guarding this hot young scorer out here. Juan Johnson with the ball. He breaks right, drives, Euro step, and a travel is called.
For steps there.
He tried the Euro step there, it wasn't open, so he just kind of had to continue to get the pass through. But you can't take that many steps. So the ball will be Lincoln Preps now. Ellison with the ball, he passes it to Smith. And Jonathan Reese double clutching, missing the layup. And
Isaac Smith, once again, a man amongst boys inside that lane.
He practically climbed all over the defender. I guess not an over the back call, but he grabbed that rebound, snatched it down, put it back up for 2. As Anthony Grivet checks in for Keyshawn Oliver, who will be taking a seat now. Isaac Smith at the line once again, about to convert an and 1. And the free throw is good. That's the 10-point lead for Lincoln now. AC Prep down by double digits. They need to find a way to score here.
Interesting plan by Coach Pearson over there on Lincoln Prep bench. Again, the other day when we watched the game, Isaac Smith did not play a lot in the first half, but dominated that third quarter. We're seeing some of the same things play out tonight, where he got the start in the second half, and then he goes to work. As we talk about him right there, they have no answer for him, and he goes for another bucket.
This third quarter has just been his quarter recently. As he stated, he doesn't get too much playing time in the first half, and then just takes off in the second half, where you just see him really shine. I mean, the only thing different is that he did start tonight, but he still is showing some of those same sparks as he had that last game where he just completely lit it up in the third quarter.
Yeah, big part of that 33-point third quarter that blew a tie game at halftime wide open.
And Micah Smith with the rebound. He loses the ball. It's tipped in by Anthony Grivet. Devin Brown gets it, passes it to Kenneth Flowers, who tips it, gives it to C. Brown, who goes up and over for the layup. Missed it. But
and who's right there?
Isaac Smith tips it in with one hand, controlling the rebound and putting it back up and in. This man is going crazy out here tonight. And Kenneth Flowers inside, he goes up and is fouled. He'll go, I think that's a shooting foul, so he'll get 2 shots. Kenneth Flowers lining up at the free throw line now, and the first one is good. Jerry Jackson and John Carter checking in now.
We have Collins and Dulley checking in for the Tigers.
Kenneth Flowers about to shoot a second free throw. If he makes this, that's only a 12-point lead. Oh, and it's way off. Not even touching rim there. He kind of...
And he hears it from the Lincoln Prep crowd.
He kind of just shrugs that one off as he wished it didn't happen, trying to explain himself, but not much to explain there. Micah Smith gets an open baseline look. Nice 2-pointer. And Devin Brown guarded by Micah Smith here.
Doing a good job of moving his feet, but then got his body into him, and they got called for the foul.
A push off, I get a pushing foul on Micah Smith, I believe, and AC Prep will stay with the ball. And the point is good as AC Prep tacks on 3-pointer, I believe. And Steve Dulley tries to grab the pass and it goes out of bounds.
these next 3 minutes will be the game right here. See if the Knights can close that lead going into the fourth quarter. And see if Lincoln Prep can hold it and maybe extend it to put them away. See how the Knights react right now.
And John Carter with the ball now, gives a little move to Isaac Smith, goes up and over the defense.
Throws him right there, went right around the big guy. 10-point lead.
That lead is coming down in numbers as AC Prep tries to spark something here. Collins with the pass to the corner. CM Brown shooting a three, and it's good.
Good answer right there for the Lincoln Prep Tigers. How they close out this quarter is going to be very important.
CM Brown extending his range here. He's shooting almost lights out here tonight. Jerry Jackson with the ball, and he loses control of his handle, and it's still AC Prep ball. And Clayton checks in for Lincoln Prep. Nate Simmons checks in for Lincoln Prep. John Carter with the ball against Isaac Smith. He goes straight at him, and Isaac Smith makes sure the ball doesn't get up this time to stop the score. That's Isaac Smith's third foul, so if he picks up another one here, he's going to have to be cautious about the way he contests shots.
Well, maybe that's why the coach keeps him out a little bit in the first half. You don't want to get in foul trouble. Right there, he got down low and played on the little guy.
And Anthony Grimmett tries to take it to the big man and misses his layup. But he dives out for the ball there. But it still ends up as a turnover as Lincoln Prep stays with the ball.
The Knights are definitely hustling right now. They are not trying to let this game get away from them.
It seems like AC Prep is playing in a little 3-2 zone here. Playing a lot aggressive here. Steve Dulley takes a three, misses it, and it luckily, number 32, Sterling Hargrove was on the board.
Sterling played some minutes in the JV game and just now getting in the varsity game and putting up some points real quick.
Hargrove had a great game in JV, and Kenneth Flowers barely controlling the ball. He comes up with it out of three players, but Jerry Jackson could not handle the pass. A little infuriating there as Kenneth Flowers, he found an open man, just the man couldn't hold on to the ball. And Collins inside, gets it to Hargrove. Hargrove tries to pass it out to Clay. Clay gives it to Collins, who gets a nice open look, puts 2 more points on the board. Grimmett takes it down court all alone, and he goes coast to coast, getting a nice 2-point layup up there. Clayton coming down the court. He finds inside Simmons. Dulley with the ball now. Clayton with it, back to Collins. Collins gives it to Clayton. A nice little pass to Hargrove, who scores 2 more points.
Yeah, with the big points. I told you that the close out this quarter is going to be key, and they've extended that lead, almost putting the Knights away. You see what they can do in the last 30 seconds, maybe get a little bit of momentum, but they were down by 10.
See, and Juan Johnson missing the corner 3. The reason for the multiple losses of AC Prep, I believe, is their inability to close out games. And the reason for Lincoln's multiple wins is their ability to close out games. On one side, you have AC Prep, with Devin Brown knocking down the shot.
That little floater, he even smiled that went in.
But on one side, you have Steve Dulley and the Lincoln Tigers that can close out games very well, while on the other side...
Oh, he got called for the travel right there.
With 0.9 seconds left in the third period.
Who's coming in, guys? Let me know.
50 to 33.
Making some substitutions here as we take a look at an instant replay of that last play out there. As you can see, Stephen Dulley drives in with a nice Up and under.
Yeah.
Dulley, again, just a sophomore. A lot of promising players left in this league coming back next year as this season winds down and get ready for district play. Into the third quarter, 50 Lincoln Prep, 33 AC Prep Knights, and Lincoln Prep cheerleaders back out on the court one more time. They spent a lot of time out there at halftime, as long as we had an incredibly long halftime show, and they're back out there getting the crowd ready to go here on court warming night.
Before we come back on for the fourth quarter, pumping up the Lincoln crowd. Both teams are now out on the floor.
Start of the fourth quarter. We see what will happen here is they're starting out in the 3-2 zone defense.
That will limit perimeter shots, as we can see Lincoln passing it around the perimeter.
Not really the perimeter shots has been hurting them. It's that inside game, but Isaac Smith has hurt him.
And Devin Brown with the rebound. He goes all the way up, and it goes in for two.
Point guard with the last 2 buckets of the game for the Knights, and Dulley right back at him.
And Dulley misses the layup there with great contention from Juan Johnson, who comes down the court, tries to go coast to coast, but the ball is stolen. And a nice dish from Steve Dulley.
Oh, the crowd goes wild on that one. The no look to Milan Collins.
Milan Collins finishes it off nicely, but Steve Dulley with a great pass. AC Prep wasn't looking for it, but he gave it to him anyways. Juan Johnson with it. And a foul is called. It stays AC Prep ball.
I think Juan was even surprised that the foul wasn't on him right there. As Juan goes to the line. 52-35 here with 6:53 left. Juan on the line, and we talked about that last dish and scoop play. On that fast break, you can see pass to Dulley around to Collins. Collins lays it in up and underneath. They all were smiling on that one. That's when good teamwork is applied. Everybody's happy.
Most definitely the crowd. Juan Johnson shrugs off, gets ready to shoot the second free throw, which is off, but he makes 1 of 2. And John Carter grabs a rebound, putting up and in, getting 3 straight points for the Knights, but Milan Collins gives it to Clayton. Clayton getting the defender off of him with the pump fake and gets a nice little shot there as Lincoln's crowd is going even louder with every shot they make.
16-point lead for the Blue Tigers. The Knights still trying to battle in this ball game, but they need some buckets and some stops. Every time they score, the Tigers push it down the court and they get a bucket.
And the ball is out of bounds as a big group substitution comes on.
And this is not what you want to see for a team that needs to make a comeback. Big Isaac Smith, Micah Smith, and John Reese, and Steve Brown all coming back in the game. That is not a sight you want to see as you're trying to plan a comeback.
So Kid Flowers, guarded by Ellison. He picks up his dribble. And the pressure is too much as he throws the ball out of bounds.
Almost had that one too. Seemed like they think I'm on their team. Last couple of nights, the ball's come over my way.
And substituting in is Anthony Grimmett for John Carter. Lincoln Prep with the ball down. And Micah Smith finds Ellison. Back to Micah Smith. Reese gives it to Micah Smith. Ellison
It's an interesting decision to go into a zone when you're down by 16 points. Lincoln is not holding the ball. They're still being aggressive with it, but they could just run the clock out. But you see right there with a strong rebound and put back.
Ellis in a nice little bucket there. Lincoln just really trying to ride up this lead on them. Juan Johnson with the Anthony Grimmett, the nice little crossover, goes straight into Isaac Smith, getting him his 4th foul. A nice little game plan there from Grimmett, going straight at the big man who's already in foul trouble now.
You're right, exactly what he has to do. Take it in there and challenge him. And he just has to stay in his ground. Sometimes, you know, you can go straight up and down or just take that charge. Even though he's big enough to block all the shots, seems like the refs are calling him the fouls tonight.
And the first one is in, cutting down the lead 1 more point. And Isaac Smith goes to the bench in foul trouble as a JV player comes in for his place, number 10, Calandis Rucker III. So we come down the court here with Lincoln's possession. And Jonathan Reese puts up the shot, the rebound.
Actually, number 10 for Lincoln is Keenan Reeves.
Oh, there we go.
He is not even on the roster. Freshman at Lincoln Prep. He's been playing a lot of JV games and been getting some varsity minutes. Again, the future's bright with a lot of these freshmen and sophomores and juniors all across the IL. We saw many of them in the girls' game and see more here in the boys' game.
And Jonathan Reese goes up, and he doesn't come down as easily with AC Prep defenders all over him.
I think they said he stepped on the line before going up for that shot. It's AC Prep ball, and he took a bang in the head on that one.
So he takes the bang and loses the ball. Kenneth Flowers with the ball now, guarded by Ellis. Kenneth Flowers drives straight left, goes up with the layup and misses. Juan Johnson grabs the rebound, tries to throw it in, but I guess that's out of bounds. Now Keyshawn Oliver comes in for Grimmett. And here we have Jonathan Reese finding the freshman in the corner. The 3 misses.
He is not afraid to put it up.
Yeah, he just wants to score in this varsity game. That's pretty much your mindset when you have such a big lead like this. And Micah Smith rising up trying to finish the layup over the defense.
Now it's interesting, the coach has 4 seniors for Lincoln and 1 freshman out there, probably letting these seniors get some playing time on their senior night here at the IL Fieldhouse, so letting them get some playing time. But while they're getting the playing time, you're getting the new guy, the rookie out there with them. So the rookie's not supposed to shoot the ball right now. He's supposed to give it to the seniors. Come on, Keenan, you have 3 more years. Let the guys get some of their last shots up.
And as we see, Jonathan Reese drives in but pulls it back out. Finds Aussie Brown inside, but he misses the layup. Grabs his own rebound and puts it back up, getting 2 more points for his grand total.
Well, this is similar to the game the other night against the East Bears. It started out as a close game, but at halftime it's fairly close. Then it seems like Lincoln comes out after that halftime speech and breaks that lead wide open. And
Kenneth Flowers with an amazing finish.
There he is, the freshman, not afraid to put it up.
Gets quick points.
And look at the senior point guard saying, hey, buddy, you can take this team over as I'm about to leave.
And the foul called as he went up for the shot. It seems Juan Johnson will take 2 free throws here. The first free throw is off. And the second one is good, as the score is now 60-42. We have Lincoln with the ball now. Asim Brown drives in. Nice little move as he puts it up and in off the glass.
62-42, 20-point lead.
AC Prep looking a little bit worn out here. It